You know, everybody fails sometimes. Welcome back, Zero to Hero, episode number 6. Improper Gaming here, trying to do what we can to switch everything around, removing some of these talents here on screen and replacing them with some of these throughout the video, seeing what we can do to actually do some damage and have some utility to help everybody in our groups. Unfortunately, we get left with doing a lot of nothing as we're stuck waiting to try to silence something in 45 seconds. But we're doing okay as far as Mythic Plus score goes. We're at 1629. The majority of everything this week has been through the Shadow Rope Priest. Like I said in episode 1, we did have a little bit of gear from our Discipline as it got that revamp at the start of the season. Got some Raid Finder done off in our off time, as well as some additional vault slots, trying to do more than we can for the 15s. I think we only had 115 there on the last one, but we're going to start off with the 15 in Taldazar. We've got the left-hand side strategy, which is fine. This is usually one of the ways that I go when I do my tanks. Taking these packs, usually the first two, and then going downstairs and fighting Razan is pretty simple, pretty easy, and at this point in the season, way to go. However, there might be a little something that changes. Hopefully the tank knows what they're doing and will be able to get us through this nice easy 15 key. We're in the 460s item level. 462 I believe is our current item level, so plenty enough to get through this. The packs are kind of slow here, but which is fine when you're trying not to have that happen. We want to interrupt that nice fire breath or fire dance, excuse me. And if you don't know that if they throw up that sphere, then unfortunately they're uninterruptible, so you won't be able to stop them. So the priestess should have been killed there, and somehow I'm dying. It looks like some of the Shadow War deaths were beating me up a little bit. Not too big of a deal though. We were able to get some heals through that. And I did have to use my trinket, so that's okay. We still have that healing trinket equipped, just until we can get enough light stones to upgrade everything else. But we're pulling more. Okay, not normally the spot that I go. This is kind of a reason why we don't go this way, and usually it's because of that. The double spheres there is almost impossible to kick, even when you have somebody who doesn't have a 45-second cooldown. And then if you look at the left-hand side of the screen, people aren't using those interrupt buttons. But who am I to judge, I guess, right? So hopefully I'll live, and I didn't. Okay. Not a big deal. Throw back our shadow form as that big glaring thing in the screen is telling me to do. And back into the action. Unfortunately, that set me behind. I'm now at the bottom of the pack. Hopefully we can get this all taken care of. I'll throw a forward on me since I just want to get some extra damage in here beforehand. Luckily, we got through most of that, so I guess we'll have plenty of percent to go down and fight Razan, and we won't have to worry about anything else. Thank goodness. They have a lot of health. Alright, fort myself up, and... No, 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 don't go that way, please. What's wrong with you? Okay, 2 are fine. 2 are fine. No. Why would you do that? Okay, so this is going to be an interesting run. I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen the way this is happening so far. Looks like everyone's going down. We lost a melee damage dealer. I am at the top for damage, getting my rotations correct, which is amazing. But looks like I am almost dead. Another DPS is down, and so am I. There was no interrupts on those other 2 fiery enchants, and they were just blasting everybody. So far in, we are at 5 deaths, and we just started. Generally, one of the reasons not to go this way and pull all these things. But there's that sphere I was telling you about. That sphere will make sure that you can't interrupt anybody that's casting inside of it. I'm hoping that they reset, so I was coming back here. I, I don't think it's going to happen. Healer's dead. And the tank's just charging in. Go, Mr. Bear. I guess that's... yeah. But why? This is the issue. Oh, gosh. Well, I got everybody at that one. That's good. Maybe I'll get some damage in there, throwing a Divine Star. Now, a little bit of raiding techniques coming into play, dodging all this, and this is why you can't trust pugs for stuff like that. Everybody ends up dying. We went from 5 deaths to 10, and this pack is still alive. So we have wasted 50 seconds, not counting the walkbacks and everything else, and now I am dead again. Cool, 12 deaths. Someone else had died while I was talking. Yikes, 13 deaths. Okay, how about we reset that and maybe don't fight it? No? No? No, we're just playing for it and trying to throw some words of encouragement to have you not die for the fortified, but I guess we're just, yeah, we're all about it. Fort bolstering, and we are dedicated to, you know what, we are committed. We're going to take this stuff down now, whether we wipe this key or not. This is great. There's no reason why we shouldn't do this. We did kill one monster, so that's good. We got the big golem down. If you like my my look there, we're just looking straight down the center of that chain, not trying to imply anything. Here would be a good time for me to throw silence out. I should have done that. I missed it. That's on me. I should have done better. But luckily, these two guys are dead. We can kill two at once. That's good. That's good. Four might be tough. The pack with 8 before the third boss is going to be tough. Well, I guess if we're going this way, maybe it's the first boss. New for me. Okay, all right, we got it. Maybe he's going to take some advice and not go that way. Don't go that way. Then no. Oh, yeah. What? What the? What are we even doing? Sure, just pull the health. Just get the whole dungeon. Just might as well go get those fear pterodactyls and throw them in there too. I. Oh my goodness. Okay. Well, do make the best of it. So throw in all of our skills that we can. Try to pull them out. Come on, pull them out. Oh, wait, see, you can't. You can't interrupt them. If you look at that fire thrower right there in the back, we are out of luck. And, of course, we decided to vortex them into the shield. That's great. But it's okay. It's okay. We got this. I'm getting some nice heals from our non-Fist Weaver healer, which is also another unique thing. And he's dead. Well, it's fortified, and they jump across, and they judo chop you in the face with their big axes. I guess more of a axe chop, a traditional axe chop, and not just a judo chop. But you know what? We did it. That's great. That is great. We are 17 deaths in, haven't even hit the first boss, so this is fine. Everything's good. At least I'm second in damage, so that's a plus. Can't be too upset about that. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Going into the first boss. Oh no, money's on. He pulls everything at once. All 8, huh? No? Good, we didn't do it. That's amazing. Oh, I'm so happy to see that. So incredibly happy to see that we are thinking smarter, not harder. Is that a thing? Was it acting smarter, not harder? Yeah, it's one of them. Oh gosh. Okay, good. Good. Everybody's dying. Interrupt that fiery enchant, but I couldn't because I had 23 seconds left. So hopefully we'll do very good and kill this big boss. I would love to see her just go down in one try. I can't imagine there'd be any reason that we didn't complete this on the first try. Anybody? Anybody see anything wrong with that? Let me know if you've enjoyed this part in the comments below. I'd love to see what you guys' thoughts are and our hilariousness that is happening. Get some spirits going out. I love watching them go. We've got our rotation down. We're finally getting in and using our Mindbender with uh, our Dark Wings, except for here when it was on cooldown. But you know, every other time that we've been doing it, it's really good. Of course, that increases our shadow damage, our direct damage much higher for 25% increased damage, which throws our AoE out to everybody with Vampiric Touch. So that's a big plus for us. Cool. Everybody but one dude. We're going to do this guy, get the boss, and that was just a fluke. And there's nothing wrong with what just happened there because we don't need all those other puddles or to get the wrong puddle. So sure, let's pull that in the boss. I think we're trying to make up for time, but we got to kill this thing. Anybody? Anybody? Ping, 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 and we're going to ignore it. Okay. Well, thanks, Goldman. Yeah. Goldie over here decided he wants to eat up our blood puddles, and that's gonna hurt. Oh man. Okay, good. I was able to get one. It looks like we're gonna be one short. Or just keep running and not getting any. Well, this feels like a 45-minute fight. I certainly hope it isn't that way. Now that we got that other guy out of the way, everything should be fine, right? We understand the tactics. We know what's happening. We got a good Stormbolt from the Warrior there to keep the Goldman in place. I'm doing some damage on it. Ooh, here comes the tank bringing him back. That's good. We're doing a little bit of double damage now. We're cleaving off that. Add into the boss, keeping those dots up for us. This is when 15s, unlike the 10s that we've been doing earlier, they definitely require a little additional coordination and skill level. And that's why I think you get your Keystone Master when you complete 15s for everything. You gotta at least understand the basics, if not basics plus of the dungeon. Like Mythic plus, but basics plus, right? Yeah, that tracks. Mr. Goldspirit's back again. Third time's the charm. I'm pretty sure this is a fort week, but that boss is still at half health, and we are just smacking away, trying our best to kill it. We got another transfusion coming. Are we all going to get a puddle? Nope. We fought over one. Now I got one, and he's got one. Everybody's got a puddle. Finally, we did the mechanic relatively okay. Not too big a deal. We're going to kill this boss here on this last one. We may have one more gold, Spirit of Gold. Number 4, we sure do. Thank you, Warrior. Got to finish that cast, stand on the orbs, because that's, what we do a part of this run. This is a special breed of 15. It's do whatever you want and just hope for the best. My dots are about to fall off, and I threw a Vampiric Touch in there, which is great. Looks like we're almost out of red puddles. This one was on me. I was casting and out of there, so I am just as guilty as all the silliness. Okay, we did good. Now, quick jump over to this boss, because I didn't want to bore you with anything in between. This is where the real good starts. This is exactly what you've been waiting for. Not a struggle in the house. Let me just kill my totem all nice and easy, and he didn't interrupt the boss. Oh boy, okay. Heal up, we can heal. We can get through one. It's a 15, and it's fortified, not tyrannical, or otherwise we'd be toast. He got 3 stacks off of his cast. Looks like my totem's almost dead. Let's check on everybody else's. They're looking okay, and I guess we killed our... Oh no, I gotta heal. Oh, he killed it too fast. We weren't doing them in time. Alright, so we gotta focus up, and everybody killed them at once. The normal tactic, since this raid was designed, 5 years ago, or whenever it was. Excuse me. Dungeon. Alright, 1, 2, 3 Noxus stacks. I can't even tab over. I have 20 seconds freaking left in order to silence that thing. And it looks like everybody's dying. Healer's dead, DPS is dead, everybody but the tank. And now I'm dead. So you gotta interrupt the boss. If you can't do that, then... Whew, boy. Alright, we're at 4 minutes left in this beautiful dungeon. He still isn't interrupting the boss. But I guess at this point he's finally understanding that it's too much. So, if you guys didn't understand, you didn't get it, we did not complete this one. We got a goal we're going for, and while that was as fun as that was, I could save my aneurysms for another time. So we're gonna move on from there, head on over to our next one. Next we got an Everbloom coming up. Everbloom, I think I was only able to get into a 14, but at least it's gonna be better for us. All right, 14 Everbloom is what I was able to get into, and it's going to start exactly how you think it is. You see this bad boy? You want to know why nobody ever pulls him? It's because of things like this. Look at this cool little root skill. And one thing that would be nice is if I maybe use Master Spell, but I wasn't able to think of it fast enough until I got silenced in a tornado. It's only fortified, a 14, but we decided to pull this for whatever crazy reason. So here we are fighting it. Rooted again for 10 seconds. I guess it wouldn't have mattered if I had done the first one. Oh boy, rooted into an entanglement, and now I'm silenced, and watch me get stunned in 3, 2, 1. Here it goes. 3 seconds. Beautiful. Incapacitated for... It's like I'm playing PvP against a druid. I'm just stuck here forever doing nothing, just hoping for the best. And here I am trying to break out of some of these other roots, and... Yeah, oh, gosh, that's something. And this is why you don't pull this guy, because if you ever have, sure, he's worth some percent, but yeah, then you run into this problem where you get stuck in entanglement, and then into the roots where you're stuck in the roots from the entanglement, and you just get stunned, and then you're silenced again, and everything happens that could ever happen, and whew, great. 17 deaths up to the first little area. I just didn't need to see you have you guys watch me die all the time, okay? Because we're supposed to be doing good things here with this hard class, and so far the class issue really has just been utility. Utility and CC has been some of our problems. We just really can't help too much with our silences or stuns. We'll play with our talents a little more as we go down the line, but my goodness, it has been special. So we got a kick from the rogue there. That's a pleasant surprise. Hopefully this nice first boss will help us learn that we can still do it, and we're stunned. 8 seconds, 5 seconds, 3 seconds, an eternity. Do I get to play this game? Oh, now I'm stunned again. Okay, 10 more seconds, 3 more seconds. I might as well just go AFK. At this point, it's not like I'm helping. Stunned. Hello, Bueller, Bueller. Okay, good. Oh, we got out of that one. That's good. And we're stunned. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. What a mess. I don't even know what to say. You can't even blame me for being in the bottom on this one. I wish there was a way I could get out of it. You know, Death Knight has a way to get out of stuns. They can use some of their skills. I think I was just feeling a little vindictive and didn't want to use my silence to free them from that stun because I just spent the last 30 seconds not doing anything. It's the least I can do is let them share in my my excitement. All right. Well, fighting around everybody right before Monsieur. It's Monsieur. Yeah, that's right. That seems extra French sounding of me. What a great language. Monsieur Nalroot, not like old grumpy Oakhart. It's so much more pleasant in here too. Look at all the vibrant scenery. This really makes you feel like the roots are alive, or the tree in this case. But anyway, that's enough dad jokes for now. Here we go. This is going to be a quick boss. Wow, look at that positioning right into a bush. Just, just immaculate. Yeah, the tank is. He wants to hang out at the boss, and that just helps me stare into these trees some more. So I hope you're enjoying that nice foliage view. It's like you're a fly on the wall in this dungeon because, oh boy, why wouldn't you want to be? There's just so much happening here. I couldn't get over there to put anything down yet. We expected him to move, but he doesn't talk to us, which is sadly one of the parts of pugging that's tough. Usually you can communicate with one another, and that helps you solve these things, but this doesn't. So he may not speak English, which is fine. If he doesn't speak English, that's no big deal on him. But this is just one of those things that whatever you speak, even if you don't, maybe you just say something, respond to the words popping up in chat, and let us know. Yeah, and I get it. Some people may turn chat off because they don't get along well with pugs, but yeah. Anyway, not a big deal. So back to the fight. I was running in first for a little while there. Our Warlock has been doing a little bit better. He's got a lot of those passive damage from those demon buffs as he's a demonology. You can see him there in the background on the left side of the screen. Just throw in all those shadow bolts and those little imp fireballs. Certainly help here when we're trying to run around. Keep throwing our shadow crashes, which are good because in the beginning of the series I was missing some of those bad boys. But here we're doing well. We're getting some nice damage in. We're still around the 100k mark. Our rogue's around 70 and about 120 or so there for the Warlock. The Warlock, again, doing really well. Now he listened, and that guy was just being so supportive. He was just telling us some things. So good job on you, Mr. Priest, helping out. And I wanted to finish that cast, and it didn't do too much. I did just stand in some stuff, but he's almost dead. And then the next boss is going to be the worst one, you think? Nah, I'm sure it'll probably be pretty smooth sailing. But Witherbark here, almost toast, about to get unwithered from these water spheres, summoning his little plant friends. But this is going to help me catch up DPS, so I'm going to get some AoE going from that last Shadow Crash that hit everybody. Beautiful looking. Excellent stuff, and he's done. So, maybe we're fine on percentage, maybe we're not. We did fight that little boss guy, and I don't know about you, but what is that over there? Where are we going? No, how about those? Okay, and so we came down to about 20 seconds left with the boss here. It's going to be a race to the finish. If you're wondering what happened between all that stuff, unfortunately, we had to go back and kill some more stuff. We are down to the wire, 10 seconds, 8% health. Can we do it for this 14? Don't mind those 28 deaths, but if we didn't die 28 times, this would be a lot easier. Wow, right at the last second. Seconds away from timing that 14, even with 28 deaths and some backtracking. Not so bad, but glad that we were able to get through and do some good stuff with that. At least for us, we did okay. They're got some Lords to tank. Maybe he's learning. It's fine. But we got one more. We're going to do an Italazar, a 15, and try to round this out for parts of this week. We just need to do better than our last Italazar, which was a little rough. But, I can't imagine it's going to be too bad because Yasma's not going to have any issues with us. So we're just checking some of our talents as we're in. We swapped it a little bit, as you could see by the beginning of the video. We switched up some of our talents, took away some Void Torrents and some Mind Spikes, got the new Yogg Saron in, and some, I think I switched Arg Ascension for Void Eruption to get some more of those AoE battles in, and I'm hoping that that really works out for me. But we'll see how the damage meter looks in the coming fights. It shouldn't be too terrible. I felt bad for the utility, so I went and switched out and got ourselves a stun on top of it. And I think the Void Ascension switch is going to be good because we're going to be trying on for these spirits and stuff. I took some of the Vampiric Touches out though, so we'll have to see if that talent also swaps some of my damage or not. But that's the one right there that I was thinking about. Oh no, that's not the right one. Excuse me, that was the one that you can use for leveling to make life super easy. Throw one Vampiric Touch up, and then you could basically insta-kill something every 15 seconds. Makes leveling super simple. But this is my damage from the last fight, or from the last dungeon. Kind of showing you the breakdown there. I did use some of my spikes, some of my void spikes, but I wasn't feeling that. I feel like Mind Flake can at least get you some partial stuff in instead of having to cancel a cast. You at least get some of the damage ticks in, and then you can better use those skills for something else. So I swapped it out a little bit, hoping for the best. And I was looking at some of my healing too, and how much my shield actually did, and if it was going to be good to use like Mental Fortitude or something, especially with the backlash from Shadow or Death, but I don't think I'm going to go for that, really, not at least in this round. But we're just going to go through and compare everything else, and we're going to get right into this dungeon. Alright, Italazar, beautiful. That's how we're doing so far. It looks like our Void Strike from Beyond on our last fight was mostly a boss on the third boss. Didn't do too much because it's more of an AoE skill, but that's fine. And we'll look over a little breakdown here in the end. But it's at 120k for our last boss, which is amazing. Or 130? Oh man, my eyesight's going. Jeez. We got 6 minutes left for Yasma. Here we go. Again, should be plenty of time since it's not a fortified. Excuse me, since it's not a tyrannical and it is fortified. We should be able to survive here. Our paladin is standing in. Wow. Right. So we would not have survived there because our paladin decided not to move away, even though he can heal himself. He didn't want to come save the rest of the crew. So healer's working double duty right now to fix up for that problem. That's okay. She's at 80%. We were able to get past that mistake slowly. We're still durning, and he's down. Okay. We lost the DPS. We should be able to get him up because he has a couple extra battle reses. Paladin's only at 74k. I'm at 90, but we just spent a lot of time healing ourselves up, so you can't really fault us too much for that. The Vampiric Touch is already on a cooldown. All right, we have been topped off. Thank you, Trents. I know a lot of folks call them Treants, but I'm sticking with Trents because that's just the way I've learned it as growing up from a little old wee kid. Luckily, we learned from our mistake, killed everything there. Almost at 60% here for Yasma. She's a good spider. She's a very nice spider. She's just letting us kill her and not using all of her spider skills like she should, or could, I guess. And this is going to be good because we have 40 seconds left. 4 minutes and 44 on the timer. I was able to get out of that entanglement and dodge that big spider boy. Now we're doing a soul rend. We're kind of spread out. Looks like Tank is throwing death coils as a tank, which is kind of unheard of, but that's fine. Stepped in some purple. Nobody saw that except for me and now all of you. And with Racking Pain, I'm going to hit Dispersion and protect some of that damage away while I move around. And it's a good little speed boost for me there, and did some self-healing. I was trying to lessen the load on the healer there for a bit. We're keeping our echoing stacks up. I haven't seen too much extra damage on a single target perspective from our talent swap, but overall we were doing more damage in AoE, which is good. So there's our nice little Yogg-Saron idol coming into action, tossing some mind spikes out. He throws them out pretty dang quick. I got stuck way over here, so now I'm stuck killing my own. Hopefully I can get a good Vampiric Touch or some Fear or something on it, and it's immune to Fear, so that's not great. Oh, it's about to hit the boss, and it's dead. Thank goodness. Our 15 gave us an upgrade from a 10, so overall we did 125k DPS, I believe. Yeah, 125, excuse me. I don't know why I'm squinting. I'm just sitting right in front of the computer. Good golly. But anyway, yeah, we did well there. We actually, our last couple ones, we've been 100, 110 is usually where we end, so looks like we did well switching up our talents. So what I'm going to do for you guys, I'm going to let you look over some of the rest of this. I believe that this is a good time for you guys to kind of see what I was swapping around, and you don't have to listen to me, but you can at least watch. I've got some me throwing around a bunch of different talents and what I switched to, as well as what I decided I was going to come away from. And I did about 2 minutes, just the Power War Infusion cooldown of self-simming to see kind of where my burst was and how it compared between the two and what the difference was between those. So please enjoy that. Hopefully it'll be helpful for you guys if you're considering running a Shadow Priest and you want to see the two different builds other than just throwing them in Patchwork and Great Sims and get you some first-hand experience. I did want to try this out. I wanted to try actually some other heals out, throwing some memories and everything. Spoiler, way mana intensive. I think I can only get like 6 or 7 of these off, and while it would be nice in general to throw over to myself, especially causing some issues with Shadow of Death 3 rounds. I did it for one dungeon. Unfortunately, it was just way too much. I had to do 1 or 2 boss packs before I thought to stop everything. So don't try that build. I thought current would be good, especially since I'm always with myself. That's what I've never been up, and I can use it offline. But not great. So enjoy the rest of this, and I appreciate every single one of you coming out here and giving this new style of video a go. If you loved it, let me know. If you hated it, I want to know too. Tell me something. Tell me what you think. You want to tell me about your favorite pet or your animals. Whatever you gotta do, throw those in there too. You know, I am all for anything. I'd love to have you guys provide me your thoughts and feedback, and see exactly how I could contribute back and forth other than these new editors. So let me refresh that thing and we'll get it going. So enjoy.